Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Brenda and this is Nana's Hidden Apron. Earlier in my vlog with my Birdcage Lanterns, I told you I was going to show you how to make beef Spahzoodle. Tom's behind the camera for me.
Hey y'all.
Okay. Over here I've got a pound of ground beef that I'm going to go ahead and get to frying. Put a little heat under it. And if you want to come over here, onion powder. I'm going to sprinkle it. I want to say it's probably 1/4 teaspoon. And same thing for garlic powder. And same thing for oregano. Going to let that fry up and get brown. Nice and toasty. Zucchini, I've already washed it. And what I'm going to do is just slice off the ends. Wrinkly, you're underfoot. So I'm going to move it, sir. And then I'm just going to cut it in half. If you got one of these, it's going to make this real simple. My sister gave this to me. She just doesn't even know how much I appreciate it. You might want to step over here on this side so y'all can watch the zoodles fall down. You ready? I don't know if it's going to make it into my bowl or not. Are you seeing how easy that works? And then it pulls the center out where most of the seeds are, which is awesome for me. And anybody else that can't have seeds. Just pull that off. And what I'll do is I'll cut that end off and I'll throw it in the pan over there and fry it up with the hamburger. That way I'm not wasting any of it. And you just center it. Push it in. I've got the thick spirals on here. I'll show you in just a second. Oh, I didn't want that in there. Hello. Come out of there. Okay. Anyhow, what I was talking about, I was going to show you is it comes with 3 different blades. And it tells you thin spiral, ribbon cut, and thick spiral. And thick spiral is what you go with for zoodles. Just that fast. And for 2 people, 1 zucchini is more than enough. Now I'm not going to cook this. If you like to cook your zucchini, then you go right ahead. I don't mind. No problem here. Well, where's my little... Oh, there we go. Oops. Just pulls apart. Set it off over here to the side so that we'll get it cleaned up. And see this right here? This locks it down to the counter. So, you know, I don't know what brand this is. Let's see if I can see anything. I really don't see anything that tells what the brand is on this. You push that in, that pulls right out. And as I've said several times before, always having some water ready. Sink of soapy water to clean up my mess. I'm just going to wipe this off a little bit and then I'll clean it up more later. I just want to get it out of the way. I wish I knew really what brand this is, and there's absolutely no... Oh, wait a minute. It's called a Vegghetti? Can you see that? Vegghetti Pro.
Vegghetti, like spaghetti.
All right, Vegghetti.
I think. Kind of what it looks like to me.
Vegghetti does sound better than what it sounded like I was trying to say. But that is a wonderful piece of kitchen equipment that my sister gave me. I appreciate it very much. You just stick that in there. Okay. Now I'm going to switch sides with you again. I'm just going to cut that little end off right there. You see, this doesn't have any seeds in it. So, we're good. And I'm just going to do a little small dice on this. It's just filler. Just going to add to the flavor of the burger. That's all. Waste not, want not. Right? Now, I've got a couple of green onions here. Yeah, green onions that I'm going to slice up. I'm going to put one in with the hamburger that's frying over here. And then the other one, now these have already been washed, just so you know. And then the other one I'm going to slice up small and put in with the zoodles. Zoodles. Zoodle noodle. Zoodle. Alright. I know, just being silly. I need to step over here right quick and throw this away, and I'll be right back. Now, I want to stir up this hamburger. I don't have one of those little fancy things that people use nowadays that chops up their burger while it's frying. I just use me a good old spatula. One of the silicone ones that won't melt. Wooden handle. I've had these for a long time. My daughter and son-in-law got them for me several years ago. Like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. And, you know, you can put any kind of cheese in this you want to once it's finished. I have us some, this is what we like to use, is the Parmesan Romano. If you want to go ahead and shred up your own, fire on it. No problem with that. We also like the Simply Ragu. It's no sugar added and has olive oil in it. The Chunky Garden Vegetable. Tastes awesome. Now, you want to go light with putting that on here, though, because it's going to make it, well, look at there. It's going to make it kind of runny if you put too much in there. You don't want that. You just want just enough to cover your hamburger after you cook it. And we'll see in a minute just how much that ends up being, okay? Because you never know. We buy the hamburger in bulk and try to get it in 1 pound batches, but sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. So, woo, it tried to get away, didn't it? Alright. Yeah. Chop this up just a wee bit more. There we go. Yeah, let's get this in there. See, it kept trying to get away, but it didn't. Ta-da. Now, I'm going to just, that piece of onion, I'm telling you. I'm just going to do a little chop on these because they tend to be way too long sometimes. So, just a little chop. And now, I'm going to go ahead and do this real thin. Tom doesn't like onions, but he doesn't mind green onions, which I think is cool. And when I get down here to this piece right here, I'm just going to chop it up and stick it over here and let it fry. Because that's a little thick. So, let it fry and soften up. I'm just going to throw that in there with that. And that way I can go ahead and finish dicing up the smaller part of the green onion. Now he asked me, Tom did, what's the difference in a scallion and a green onion? I honestly don't know, so what I told him was city and country. That's all I can say about it. Because I really don't know. I guess I should have looked it up and gave him the actual answer, which he could do that too if he wanted to. We were just talking about it, you know, and he asked me, what's the difference? If you live in the city, it's a scallion. If you live in the country, it's a green onion. Sounds good to me. This, you see this? This thing is getting in my way. Look, it's off of my hand. I hope it doesn't return. Okay, I'll go ahead and mix this up just a little bit. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of pink Himalayan salt to it. Not a lot though. I mean, we need our salt intake, but we also don't need to swell up like a balloon because we ate too much salt. Yeah, I'll be talking about myself. I'm going to break them up a little bit. I didn't cut them up as good as I thought I did. This, did we do a vlog on our zoodle salad? Italian zoodle salad? This, okay, Tom said no. But if you don't, if you want a cold salad, you know, if you're used to having pasta salads, all you have to do is take this instead of your pasta. Do your zoodles just like this, and add everything that you would typically add to your Italian pasta dish. Or the antipasta. Antipasta. And it tastes great. We fixed some a couple weeks ago and took to our church luncheon, and didn't have any to bring home. So I'm figuring it must have been good. I'm going to get this hamburger fried up, and before, you know, I won't do anything that you all don't see, but there's no need you waiting for this hamburger to fry. I'm sure you saw hamburger fry before, right? I thought so. But when this gets finished, I'll be back with you. See you in a little while. Okay, I've got the burger is brown, and I've got it in small pieces, you know. And I did go ahead and put, I forgot to tell you, I did go ahead and put a teaspoon of garlic in here, just regular garlic. I get it that's already, you know, in the jar, but you know, a clove of garlic should be sufficient. And I measured out 1 cup of sauce in a clean measuring cup. That way we'll know just how much it takes, and if we don't need all of it, I can always pour it back into the jar. So there's half a cup. Let's see what that looks like. And remember, the zoodles are cold, so when this is poured on there, then this should definitely heat it up, and we should have everything at the right temperature. Now, there's what it looks like with half a cup. I am going to go ahead and pour this other half cup in there because I think it needs it. Like I said, we buy the hamburger in bulk, and so sometimes I get it measured out right, sometimes I don't. I've got a scale sitting right there. I should be able to do it right every time, I know. All right, now, there we go. That looks good, don't it?
Oh yes, it smells wonderful.
Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and pour it over our zoodles. And I'm going to get it mixed up. And we're going to plate it up, cheese it up, and eat it up.
I like that plan.
You like that plan?
I do.
Good. I've mentioned before we eat dinner early because Tom's lunch is at 10:30. We get up at 4:30 Monday through Friday. And have a very early breakfast. So he has lunch at
10:30.
10:30, yeah. And so we're kind of hungry by 4 o'clock.
That looks amazing.
How about that? And like I said, you know, you can put as much sauce as you want on it. But I used a cup. That's what I used, was 1 cup of sauce. Make sure you have sugar-free sauce, no sugar added. You know, I'm not going to recommend you go out and buy the $6 or $7 jar of pasta sauce. If you use that and you use it wisely with enough, then you're going to get the same carbs, definitely the same sugars as the really expensive brand. So I just wanted to add that in there. You know, it's not necessary. You don't have to do that. I'm going to carefully lay that down in there. Get that stuff out of the way. Yeah, I let my water out of the sink while ago. Now, I'm going to plate this up. I'm going to give it a taste of it. See? Okay. Do you want a little bit of this on there, dear?
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Are we up close?
Yes. Yeah, it's up close. Yeah, it looks real good.
Little sprinkle?
Mm-hmm.
And just say whoa.
And whoa.
All right. How about that? Now,
Sorry.
come on over here. Oh, you're going to have to grab a fork.
Okay.
I didn't get us forks yet. You kept trying to grab it. I want to show you all just how pretty that is. Oh, look at me making a mess now. My zoodle is super long. Okay. Yeah. Love on cheese. Good deal. All right. Now.
Cut me off a chunk of this.
You can spin it around just like spaghetti. Remember, that's Spahzoodle. Thought up by no other than yours truly. You can put, you like it?
Mm-hmm.
It's good in that. You can put mozzarella cheese on it if you want to, cheddar cheese, whatever kind of cheese you like. Throw in just a little bit of cream cheese in there if you want. Bet that would make it taste good too.
That is so good.
That's right. Just be sure and take small bites. Okay. Well, that is that. Now, I did not get around to making the garlic knots, the keto garlic knots. I had mentioned that. I will do those one day this week. And so I feel like I have spaghetti sauce on my face. But if you go to my Facebook page called Handcrafted By at Nana's Hidden Apron, you'll find the recipe for this and a lot of other things that I've made, or other people's recipes that we gave it a try. But this is my recipe. Do give it a try. I think you'll like it. Again, if you want to blanch your noodles, then do so. Some people may like the noodles soft. I don't like the mushy, but just to blanch them will probably be fine. I had zoodle on my tooth. But again, thank you all for joining us. And if you like this video, please do click the subscribe button. Hit the little bell. You'll get updates. You'll be notified for when I have some other new vlogs coming out. It could be cooking. It may be crafts. Regardless of what it is, I'm sure we're going to have fun together. So, until next time, you all take care. Have a good evening. See ya.